It's the deep blue sea, your kingdom, your battlefield, your home. You're a sperm whale, the biggest predator with teeth, built to rule the depths. From the second you crash into this world, tail first, you're surrounded, not by danger, but by your mother and all your family forming a tight circle, protecting you like a wall of muscle and experience. You're already a giant, weighing a ton and stretching 13 feet long, but even giants start small. You latch onto your mother's milk, thick, creamy, and packed with fat that fuels your rapid growth. You need it. Because the ocean isn't some peaceful paradise. Lurking in the shadows, orcas wait for a moment of weakness. But they'll have to get through your family first, and let's just say, they're not in the mood to lose. You spend your early years sticking close, watching, learning. The adults dive into the abyss for squid, disappearing into the blackness for over an hour at a time. You try to follow, but for now, your dives are short, clumsy. You practice echolocation, sending out powerful clicks that bounce off everything around you. It's like having sonar in your head, and one day, it'll be your most valuable weapon. But for now, you're just the kid in training figuring out how to be a whale. Then, things start to change. By the time you're 5, you're bigger, stronger, and more confident. If you're female, you stay with the pod, your family group, for life. Your mother, your sisters, your aunts. You are part of a matriarchal empire. But if you're male, the road ahead is different. You feel it, an itch to leave, to explore. You join a bachelor pod, a rough-and-tumble group of young males who stick together for a while. But friendships in the deep don't last forever. Eventually, you set off alone, beginning a journey that will take you across thousands of miles. By your teenage years, you're no longer just a swimmer. You're a diver. The deep, dark ocean is yours to conquer. You can hold your breath for over an hour, plunging more than a mile down into a world where the pressure could crush a submarine. But your body is built for this. Your ribs collapse to withstand the squeeze, your lungs shut down to conserve oxygen, and your blood carries massive amounts of it to keep you going. It's extreme. Then comes the real challenge, mating season. If you're male, you've spent years bulking up, growing to a monstrous 60 feet long and 50 tons heavy. And now, it's time to prove yourself. You return to the warm waters where females wait, and so do your rivals. This isn't a peaceful gathering. It's a battlefield. Bulls crash into each other, headbutting, shoving, proving who's stronger. The winner? He gets to pass on his legacy. The loser? He tries again next season. But don't expect a fairy tale ending. Males don't stick around. Once the fight is over, they're off again. Back to the cold. Back to solitude. Now, the deep feels calm. Too calm. And then, bam! Orcas. Yeah, those killer whales with the black and white tuxedo look. They're here to crash the party. And they aren't here to say hello. They're fast, they're smart, and they hunt in packs. Especially when they spot a calf like you. Alone, you're in serious trouble. But lucky for you, your pod's got moves. Everyone forms a circle, tails out, heads in. This little dance, it's called the marguerite formation, and it's got one message for those orcas. Come closer, and you'll get smacked. And if a big male bull shows up to the fight, even the orcas decide they've got better things to do. The biggest threats don't always have teeth. Sometimes they come from above. Orcas are scary, but humans? Whole different level. They hunted your kind for centuries, chasing you across the seas, harpooning you for your oil, just to light their lamps and make fancy candles. Seriously? Candles? But you weren't just some easy catch. You fought back. Hard. Some whaling ships, like the Essex, found out the hard way. You rammed them so hard, they sank straight to the bottom. Yeah, you hit back. But it wasn't enough. By the 20th century, millions of your kind were wiped out. Gone. Hunted to the edge of extinction. Barely holding on. And you think it's better now? Not really. The threats just got sneakier. Plastic, for one. You see it floating. Think it's a snack. Down it goes. But surprise, it's not food. It's a gut-blocking, slow-killing nightmare. And the noise? It's everywhere. Ships. Sonar. Drills. Your whole world turns into a screaming echo chamber. Your clicks bounce back in chaos. And suddenly, finding your way home feels like trying to navigate with a blindfold on during a rock concert. And those ships? Don't even get me started. You're chilling near the surface, just catching a breath after a deep dive, and bam! Out of nowhere, a cargo ship, massive and merciless, barrels through like you're invisible. You're tough, but no one swims away from a hit like that. So yeah, the ocean's brutal. But here's the thing. It used to be worse. Way worse. Back in the whaling days, it was a full-on war. Ships from Nantucket to Norway chased you across the world, all for your oil. You fought, you sank ships, you survived. Life in the deep isn't just about dodging danger. It's about owning your territory. And trust me, your skills down here are nothing short of legendary. First off, when you talk, the ocean listens. Your clicks hit a mind-blowing 230 decibels. Yep, louder than a jet engine. You use those clicks like sonar, bouncing sound waves off everything around you to see through the dark water. Plus, you can chat with your pod from miles away. And let's talk about brains. Yours is a monster, a 17-pound powerhouse, the biggest on Earth. But you're not just a walking calculator. You're a genius. You live in close family pods, babysit calves, and even team up to hunt. You've got problem-solving skills, social smarts, and teamwork down to a science. Let's get real. Those scars on your body, they're not wounds, they're trophies. You love calamari, but not the puny stuff. Giant squid is your jam. Down in the deep, you wrestle with squids the size of buses, tentacles and all. Their suckers leave scars on your thick skin, but you wear them with pride. And when it's time to crash, you sleep like only a sperm whale can. Vertical, drifting through the water like a massive totem pole. You and your pod nap together, floating in total silence. From below, you look like a spooky underwater forest. Creepy? Sure. Cool? Absolutely. But your secret weapon? That huge blocky head. Inside it, you've got something wild. Spermaceti, a thick, waxy goo that helps you dive and float by controlling your buoyancy. But guess what? Humans almost wiped out your kind just for that goo, to make fancy candles and cosmetics. Yeah, they nearly ended a legend. For candles, your intestines, the longest of any animal, 300 meters long. Your stomach, a multi-chambered beast that can crush squids and collect their beaks, sometimes up to 18,000 at once. And those beaks, sometimes they turn into ambergris, basically whale puke, worth more than gold. All right, it's that time again, dinner time. And guess what's on the menu? Squid, not the tiny kind, the giant, creepy, straight out of a nightmare kind. But they don't make it easy. Your food hangs out miles below, where it's cold, dark, and seriously spooky. Forget eyesight, you map the deep with clicks and echoes. You fire off clicks so loud they'd shatter human eardrums. Those sound waves bounce back, building a mental map of everything around you. Squid, fish, even the cracks in the ocean floor. You see it all with your ears. And when you lock onto your target, game on. You charge in. It's got rope-thick arms and a beak that could snap bone. It fights back, wrapping its tentacles around your face, leaving sucker marks that'll scar you for life. With one powerful flick of your tail, the battle's over. Dinner served. Truth is, you've got a wild palate. Sure, squid's your favorite, but octopus, deep-sea sharks? Delicious. And if some fisherman leaves a line unattended, well, free snacks. You eat a ton of food a day, literally. That's like scarfing down 12,000 burgers. Yeah, your appetite deserves some respect. And here's the real thrill, the dive. You plunge 2 miles down, deeper than Mount Everest is tall. It's pitch black. The pressure could crush a submarine, and the water is freezing. But you're built for this. Your ribcage collapses, your heart slows, and you hold your breath for over an hour. All that, just for a mouthful of squid. That's what kings do. But even kings have limits. Diving deep for years messes with your bones, kind of like the bends in human divers. And if you ever surface too fast, game over. You're built to survive, but the ocean never plays fair. Still, you wouldn't trade this life for anything. So, you dive, you fight, you survive. Because you're more than a predator. You're a legend, the king of the deep. And this ocean, it's yours. So, what do you think is the coolest thing about life as a sperm whale? The epic squid battles, the deep dives, or their super loud clicks? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the deep, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.